Welcome to our streaming, and this week's question, I have to read it, is I need many hours of sleep to feel rested. That's my normal. But then I feel rushed when I wake up to get the day going. Any suggestions for connecting with time in a healthier way? Yes, I have some suggestions. And the suggestions have two different categories. The first category is at the practical doing and outer perspective, what to do. My number one suggestion for that is to try to go to bed earlier. And I know people explain to me that I am this kind of person and I'm that kind of person and I'm just not a morning person. But I have to tell you, as human beings living in this environment, we need to be more in tuned with the nature. So nature says when it gets dark, you go to rest. And when it gets light, you wake up and arise in your day. So even if it is half an hour, if you can go to bed earlier and so that you can wake up sort of more feeling that you have command of your day. That's number one on the doing side. Number two is that I want to suggest that you prepare a to-do list or to attend list before you retire from your day, the night before. But there are a couple of conditions for that to-do list. First of all, always leave some room for issues that might be arising for the day. Don't make it so packed that if something comes up, you'll be nervous about it. And two, make it a reasonable, doable thing. Sometimes we go to super person syndrome and we come up with this list and think like, who could get all of these things done? So make it reasonable, make it doable, leave some room for things to come up. Number three about the list is to make the list, number the list in the order of importance so that your number one is the one that you really have to attend to. And when you go to attend to them, cover the rest of the list and allow only one number to show. And when you get that done, and this is all written by hand, by the way, I don't want you to do it on your smartphone or computer. It has far more power when you actually use your fingers and paper and pen and write it down. And then when you get the number one done, you cross it with a red pen or some color pen, and so that you can see it. Then you can cover the rest and you see the one that you have done and you can see your number two. It feels good to see that cross. You feel good when you have achieved something and you have finished something, and allow your eyes to see that. So these are the three numbers on the doing side. Let's go to the being side. On the being side, first of all, you know what? Accept, have peace that these are the number of hours that your body needs for sleep. Do not over-explain it. Do not justify it. More importantly, do not see it as a problem. So what? Your body needs whatever number of sleep. Let it be. When you see it as a problem, you feel that there is something wrong, and hence immediately you go to survival mode. And it's very difficult to really handle things when you're in survival mode in a reasonable fashion and peaceful fashion. Number two, on the doing side, is that really pay more attention to the quantity of your work rather than quality rather than quantity. Okay, I really mixed that up because of my dyslexia and I know you're confused. Let me re-say that. I want you to pay more attention to the quality of your work rather than quantity. So it's not like I did 18 things today, rather than I did few things really right and I feel really good. So don't let the number of hours dictate how you feel. Look at the way you do them and really pay attention to the fact that a lot can be done when you are centered, balanced in a non-combative and non-survival mode. So pay attention to that. Sometimes, 2 hours of really relaxed and peaceful work is far more productive for me than 8 hours of, oh my God, kind of work. So that's my number 2. Number 3 for the being aspect is that let go of your perfectionism. And I know we all have it from time to time, and perfectionism shows from one task to another at times. And allow your best be what you want to do. What do I mean? When I say let me do my best, I'm taking my human condition into consideration. I'm saying today, I had a busy day. I had to attend to my family members. I had this coming up. I had that coming up. Oh, by the way, I had a bit of headache. So my best in a day like this is very different than my best in a day that I feel at top of my game and I'm feeling very healthy and there are no other issues coming up. So perfectionism says, no matter what happens, you need to do this. My best says, hey, today, this is the best I can do. And truly do your best. Don't use this statement as an excuse for not doing your best, but truly do your best, taking into consideration your human condition. So in short, let me recap. 3 aspects of doing, 3 aspects of being in order to have a sort of a more peaceful relationship with the number of hours you sleep and the time, basically, how you interact with the time. The doing aspect is to go to bed earlier, prepare a list that is doable and allows and has a bit of room for life to happen. And 3, number them and cross them with a different color pen when you actually get them done and cover the rest so that you don't feel nervous about it and only focus on that number that you're working on. On the being side, 1, please do not see your sleeping as a problem. It's okay. It's an information. It's a fact. And there's nothing else to it. I need this many hours. You need that many hours. No problem. 2, pay more attention to quality as opposed to quantity. Sure, you may have less hours, but let's be present, let's be peaceful about it, and let's be focused about it and get things done in a much better, productive way. And number 3, on the being side, is let go of your perfectionism and allow it to be your best, whatever it is that your best might be on that day, that moment, on that breath. Hope this is helpful and keep your questions coming. Until the next time, stay well and more importantly, stay curious.